When Donald Trump won the presidency in 2016, his wife, Melania, didn't exactly seem thrilled about the idea. It took her months to move into the White House after son Barron finished out his school year, and once she was in Washington, D.C., she didn't appear to love the job as First Lady. Now, there are reports that she's done a complete 180-degree turn on a second stint in the White House. After being largely absent from the public eye since Donald Trump left the Oval Office in 2021, Melania is reportedly ready to get on board the Trump train for 2024. According to a New York Post source, of herself, as both her husband's representative and her own position as a diplomatic figure after her positive reception at the Carter funeral. Melania isn't the only one in the family who thinks the time to act is now. Donald Trump and his presidential campaign staffers are ready for her. Trump and his family are so secure that he will become president again that insiders at Mar-a-Lago say he's reached an agreement with Melania to step up top-tier diplomatic appearances in 2024, they noted. She apparently wants to join the ranks of historic first ladies and leave her mark on history. The political insider seems to think that Melania wasn't very confident the first time around and is better prepared to fulfill the First Lady's duties, especially since her son will be off to college by then. But Melania will have to work harder to polish up her image since her former senior advisor and BFF, Stephanie Winston Wolkoff, continues to be one of her most vocal critics. The author of Melania and Me, The Rise and Fall of My Friendship with the First Lady, called out her appearance at the National Archives, describing the former First Lady's words to be lacking of any real meaning. She told CNN that it's unfortunate because she had an opportunity as the First Lady of the United States to make a difference, and she didn't at all. It may be a tough comeback for Melania, but she is reportedly up to the task of becoming First Lady again in what will be another tumultuous fight for the White House. Melania Trump, 1970, the wife of Donald Trump, the 45th U.S. president, was the second ever First Lady born outside of America. A native of Slovenia, she was the first presidential spouse for whom English is not a first language. Before marrying Trump in 2005, Melania worked as a fashion model in Europe and the U.S. The couple have a son, Barron, who was born in 2006. Early years. Milena Geneves was born on April 26, 1970, in Novo Mesto, Slovenia. At the time, the small Central European nation was part of communist ruled Yugoslavia. It gained its independence in 1991. Melania was raised in Sevnica, Slovenia, where her father, Victor, was a car salesman and her mother, Amalija, was a pattern maker at a factory that produced children's clothing. Melania, who as a young woman changed the spelling of her name to Melania Naus after she started her modeling career, has an older sister and older half-brother. In 1985, she left home to attend the Secondary School of Design and Photography in Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia. After graduation, she attended the University of Ljubljana but dropped out to become a professional model. She worked in Milan and Paris before moving to New York City in 1996 to continue her career. Marriage and family. In 1998, Melania met Donald Trump, 1946, at a party in a Manhattan nightclub and soon began dating the twice-married businessman and father of four. The pair wed in January 2005 in Palm Beach, Florida, and their lavish reception was held at Trump's estate, Mar-a-Lago. The next month, the new Mrs. Trump was featured on the cover of Vogue magazine wearing her couture wedding gown, which was worth an estimated $100,000. In 2006, Melania gave birth to a son, Barron. In the ensuing years she focused on motherhood and also launched her own jewelry and skincare lines. 2016 presidential election. In June 2015, Melania was in attendance when her husband announced his bid for the Republican presidential nomination in front of a crowd of supporters at Trump Tower in New York. A homebody with a glamorous but reserved persona, she went on to make only a small number of appearances on the campaign trail, saying her son Barron was her main priority. Far more visible during the race were Trump's children from his first marriage, Donald Jr., Ivanka and Eric, who acted as key surrogates for their father. Trump's daughter Tiffany, from his second marriage, also helped with the campaign. At the Republican National Convention in Cleveland in July 2016, at which the billionaire real estate developer and reality TV star became the party's official presidential nominee, Melania gave a nationally televised speech on her husband's behalf. However, she quickly came under fire when it was discovered that parts of her address had been lifted from a speech given by Michelle Obama at the 2008 Democratic National Convention. A speechwriter for the Trump campaign took responsibility for the plagiarism. On November 8, 2016, Trump, who ran an unconventional, controversial campaign, was elected president in an upset victory over Democrat Hillary Clinton, the first female presidential candidate from a major political party. Melania Trump became the first foreign-born First Lady since Louisa Adams, the wife of the sixth U.S. President, John Quincy Adams. Louisa, who served as First Lady from 1825 to 1829, was a native of England. Tenure as First Lady. As First Lady, Melania kept a largely low profile. In the first months of Trump's presidency, she remained at the couple's home in New York City so Barron could complete his schooling there. In 2018, she launched her Be Best campaign, meant to raise awareness of cyberbullying and drug use. That same year, Melania caused a scandal when she visited a children's shelter in McAllen, Texas, wearing a jacket with the words "I really don't care, do you?" written on the back. After Trump's defeat in the 2020 election, Melania relocated with him to Florida. Like her husband, she bucked tradition by declining to attend the inauguration of President Biden.